Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Happy Monday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. My name is Sean Azimi, and I am somebody who used to work in an office in a call center environment. Um, Working 12, 14, 16-hour days, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable, not being able to get a job, and with nothing to fall back on. So it kind of sucked. Took me out of my game, I tell you that much. So I had to turn to this whole gig economy, the online space. And now I help folks just like you, just like me, to start an income, start a side gig, and drive an income, use it and grow it using social media. That's the reason why I call out everybody as a gigpreneur. Those of you who have a job or have two jobs or have a full-time family to attend to, kids, all this stuff, and yet you take advantage of the gig economy and the online space. So to me, you are a gigpreneur, which means you're an entrepreneur in the gig economy. Cool, huh? I actually have a T-shirt that says that. I made that T-shirt. Anyway, let's get on with tonight. So, if you don't know, now you know. I love wolves, and that is my favorite animal. There's a lot about wolves that I really appreciate, and tonight I want to talk about the lone wolf. You know, you may think hey, I've heard this whole lone wolf thing. I wonder what that is. Well, I'm going to give you 6 signs of a lone wolf personality. You can check to see, hey, are you a lone wolf or are you not? How about that? Let's go. Number 1. As the name implies, lone wolves usually work and live independently. They avoid group dynamics and collaborations, even. I say, you know what, when you avoid the group dynamics, you're kind of avoiding drama, both be a part of or share, you know. So I kind of like to avoid the group dynamics. I do like to collaborate once in a while. I gotta admit, once in a while. Usually, I like to take things on and just handle it myself because I feel like it gets done. Um, but I've had good help over the years as well. But usually, I like to kind of run things on my own. So work and live independently. Number 2, they rely heavily on their own skills and resources. They display self sufficiency in a lot of areas. It's like, I got this, right? They rely on their skills and resources. And one thing is that they are very postured about their skills and resources. Maybe I should have closed the window. Skills and resources, right? They know they can get it done. They have that confidence in themselves, which is, I think, is really powerful. Number 3, they tend to be introverted. They kind of enjoy their solitude over social interactions. They like to have their own space, kind of away from people, you know, and live their own lives. And introvert. Wolves are pretty introverted. Number 4, they prioritize their individual needs and desires over group or social expectations. I love this. They don't really rely on what other people think of them, what other animals think of them or say about them. They just rely on their own individual needs and desires. They know what they want. They know what they got to have, and they kind of just do that. Um, they don't have extra or less just because social expectations. A lot to learn from wolves. Do you agree? You agree? Drop a one in the comments if you're finding this interesting already. And no matter what platform you're watching, by the way, I'll go back and read all the comments and respond back. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So let's go. Number five. Number five. They have a small circle of friends, of close friends or acquaintances. They avoid um, forming deep emotional bonds with other people. Again, they just really rely on their own, and it's hard. It's rare for them to form deep emotional bonds. So they just lone wolf, right? Number six, and number six. This is a good one. Number six. Um, I actually don't take any co-hosts while I'm live. Sorry. Number six is they are emotionally resilient, and they really it's because they have to rely on themselves for emotional support, right? They don't rely on other people for emotional support. It's not like they go to a wolf therapist and sit there, you know. They rely on their own emotional support. So they're they're kind of guarded, right? They have very clear boundaries, and I think that's pretty important. What if we had clear boundaries, right? And we were guarded, right? So, which one of these do you think you relate with? More than one, two, three, four, five, all six? I know I know I like to work and live independently. I know I rely heavily on my own skills and resources. I do that. I'm definitely introverted. Now, here's the thing. I I may do a live on. I think I've done a live on this before, but being introvert is different than being loud. So I often you'll hear me say I'm very private, but I'm loud, which means I may talk a lot, I may be out there and all that, but I'm very private about my personal life. So I'm introverted in that sense for sure, and I like to prioritize my own individual needs and desires. I like to, I don't have a problem saying no. I did before. I definitely had that problem saying no before, but now I really don't have a problem saying no if it doesn't fit in my criteria or agenda or schedule. I definitely have a very close, very very small circle of friends. I don't want to even say acquaintances because acquaintances are a lot of people, right? But I have a very, very small circle of friends, and I'm pretty emotionally resilient. I've learned to be that way, because I got to rely on myself. I've realized that, you know what, a lot of times there's not a lot of people out there for you. At the end of the day, when the dust is clear and the day is over, it's you. It's just you. It's pretty much you standing there. Not a lot of people are going to stick around to the end, right? So I've learned to be resilient emotionally because I just kind of rely on myself. So with that, hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. If you know somebody who will get value from this like you have, share this with them, tag them to this, and let it spread. So, with that, if you're not following me, I don't know why. I mean, I'm pretty awesome. I'll tell you all day how awesome I am. You can follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. and I go with side gig Sean. With that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who used to work in an office call center environment, 12, 14, 16-hour days, no joke, 6 days a week, often 7 days a week, until my pancreas quit on me, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. And that really sucked. So I often say, you don't get restricted, you get redirected. And I got redirected to the online space. And now I help folks like you, like me, to have an income, start a side gig online, grow it using social media. If that resonates with you, drop the word me in the comments, and I'll get back with you after this live. And when I say I'll get back with you after this live, like I mean like 5 minutes, not in like 5 months. Get back with you because I'm serious about this. So if you're serious or curious, drop the word me in the comments and I got you. I'll get back with you right away. With that, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.